What's up? What's up, everybody? Big Herc, Prison Talk Live. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate all the support. We try to continue to bring you guys the realest, the rawest content on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Um, a lot of people been getting in their feelings lately because we're not tucking our tail and we're not followers and we question things, and we're not gonna apologize because we have opinions. Everybody has an opinion, man. And the thing is, as human beings, we are all capable of researching and doing our own homework when it comes to certain subject matter. And I believe no matter who you are, if you're capable of comprehending something, you can make sense out of it. And that's what it's all about, man. Everybody having a voice, everybody, not just being sheep, man. It takes people to think. And I'm not telling anybody what they should or shouldn't do. Everybody has their own choice. And that's what makes us great. That's what makes, just the whole YouTube community great, is that everybody has their own opinion. You don't have to follow somebody or believe what somebody tells you. Do your own homework. For those of you guys out there who are looking for a little insight as far as one-on-one, we have hit us up at freshoutseries.com. For those of you looking for a little bit of motivation in your life, make sure you check out Big Herc 916. I don't really talk about too much of prison in there, but I try to, just talk about subjects that make you think. Also check out bigherc916.com. We just want to, keep everybody, consciously thinking about what's going on and also staying healthy, man. That's the main thing. Stay healthy, stay positive. Jacob Shaw, thanks for the donation. Is it tricking if you pay for girls OnlyFans page? I don't know. I've never used that page. So, they say it's not tricking if you got it, but I feel that there's so many websites. And right now, man, it should be, for you guys who are single, you should be busting cheeks, daily. You got girls sitting at home bored, girls that wouldn't pay you no mind at the gym or at the mall. Right now, the perfect time to put your mask on and skirt across town and bust her cheeks before curfew. So, hey, have fun out there, man. This right here is a crazy situation, man. While we're in the house, you got all kind of stuff going on late at night, man. And I never imagined anything like this, but hey, stay positive, man. Be about your hustle. And if you guys want to, definitely contribute something, we appreciate everything. But anyways, what's on your mind tonight, man? Hope your family's staying safe. Hey, we are staying safe, man. Thank you for that. Me and the wifey, it's actually going to become mandatory out here in LA. They say come Friday, if you want to go to the grocery store, different places, they want you to have a mask on. It's mandatory. Imagine that, man. You say that we're in a country of the free, right? You have choices, but they want to mandatory make you wear a mask. And man, it's wild, man. It's wild, man. You guys got to really dig in deep, man, on your spirituality or whatever you believe in, and your morals, man, on this one. I didn't see the David Icke interview, but I'm quite familiar with David Icke. I've been reading up on him since 2006, so I'm really hip to what's going on with him. What does it mean when they say in prison, I'm going to split your wig? It means you about to get your ass beat. Do you think Bill Gates is going to start up the Antichrist? He's already starting. It's already starting, man. Anytime you got somebody trying to force you to put something in your body, which is it's supposed to be your body, hey, man, You got to make choices in life, man. I, you know, it's a crazy time right now, man. I be ripping them. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it, man. I haven't worn a mask or gloves yet, nor will I. People are shook out here. Yeah, man, they definitely are shook. And the sad thing is, nobody's talking about how many people recovered. You know, if you do the numbers, look at the numbers, man, of how many people across the world have recovered. Why haven't they talked about that? Everybody's talking about gloom and doom, man. I'm just sick of it, man. I'm sick of it, man, and I'm tired of every other line of the vaccine. Oh, vaccine. Well, people are recovering without a vaccine. Why you need a vaccine? Why the F do you need a vaccine, man? I'm just tired of it, man. People trying to tell you what you should and shouldn't do with your body, man. It's very disturbing, to say the least, man. Especially, we all have the same capability. None of these people's brain is more powerful than your brain. You have the same capabilities of doing your own research. Do your own research, man. Do your own research and see what the hell is really going on and why somebody wants to tell you what you should and shouldn't do with your body, man. If the vaccine protects them, why do I have to take it? Exactly. My point exactly, man. Yes, cashless. I agree. Every day the new daily dead record in NY. Okay. You know what's crazy, man, is I actually know somebody who they're tied in with, somebody that runs a morgue, a mortuary. And a lot of questions, bro. A lot of questions. My homie got it, but he's getting after it, man. FDNY on the front line. Hey, man, shout out to your homie. Hopefully, the brother recovers quick. Hey, for those who have got it out there, I pray for you guys that you recover swiftly. To be honest with you, there was something going around last year, towards the end of the year, around October, November, December. A lot of my friends got it. I had it. It was vicious, man. It was a crazy cough. It was a crazy cough, dry cough, somewhat of a respiratory issue. It was pretty crazy, man, but there was no definitive name for it. Everybody just said it was like the flu, a really strong flu. And I know people who were knocked out for weeks, 2 weeks. I had a friend that was bedridden, but they all recovered. And so, I don't know, man. I just know that life right now has been changed to the point where I don't know how it's going to go back to normal. But I really, hope for those out there who aren't working, who have lost their jobs, who have kids, that they are able to sustain. See, it's nothing for a person who's a billionaire to say stay home for 10 weeks while they kick it on their yacht. It's nothing for them to say don't worry when they have a warehouse full of food for them and their families. But nobody's looking out after the little guy. Where's the help for the little people, man? Diego Barron, man, welcome to the crew, man. What's up with the little guy? The little guy, who's gonna take care of them, man? I be ripping them. Thanks for the donation. It's hard to. A lot of these businesses, once this all goes back, we'll see how long it takes them to get back to normal. Just imagine now people trying to go to a soccer game, a football game, baseball game, basketball game in a stadium, a concert. What's going to happen, you guys? Is everybody going to be forever scared to sit next to each other? I see people right now and they're walking and they walk across the street from each other. It's appalling, man. I can't. It's unimaginable right now. What has this come to, man? The Hannah podcast, man. Thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate y'all. Carlito X, thanks for the donation. Love your videos, Herc. Best wishes from United Kingdom. Need to do more cooking videos. They're amazing. Oh, man, thank you, man. Can family members of the federal inmates over 60 at FDC camps expect BOP to release, continue to let staff expose inmates and force prisoners that are closely housed without protection? Shame on BOP. You know, the cool thing about the BOP is separate from the state. Now, the state, as they say, is letting people out. But the feds is not doing that. See, a lot of the things, like the governor controls the state prisons in every state. So each state, basically, the governor is the president of that state, you know, if you know politics. So, you know, federal, it would have to be something, you know, through Trump that would release inmates who are at risk. So I don't know how that's going to play out, man. You know, I know people up in there, man, in the feds, man. And, you know, I send out my my love to all those guys in there doing time, man. You know, it's you know, very limited medical staff as far as resources and stuff, and it's just a bad situation if you're locked up, man. Whole world, thanks for the donation. Why is Bill Gates allowed to run the show, man? Hey, I have no idea. I have no idea, and I don't know how somebody can, you know, play the role of God, man. It's really sad, bro. It's sad and it's upsetting that that's what, you know, that's how people feel about the masses. You know, it's just crazy, bro. I don't understand it either. The Hannah Podcast, thanks again for the donation. Herc, what are you doing to stay positive? Shout from the reservation in New Mexico. What am I doing to stay positive? Every day, me and the wife, we try to do something that clears our mind, whether that's, you know, trying to get some fresh air, you know, somehow walk somewhere where we're not, people aren't terrified of us. I work out for an hour. I got a little home gym. I try to write, and I just clear my mind, man. You got to do things that are constructive so you don't go crazy. You know, I know a lot of people are scared to go outside. They're not doing anything. They're sitting in the house. That's the worst you can do. Your body breaks down when it doesn't move. We are living organisms. Your lungs, your body, everything requires it to be active. If you just sat all day, you would get your muscles would get atrophy. Your body would break down. You're not pumping oxygen into your body. Certain things you need to be healthy, and that's one of the things is, you know, when you're in a lockdown situation, especially in prison, whenever you can get time outside, you take it. You need that fresh air, man. That oxygenation into your brain, it keeps your mind clear. You got to find ways out there, man, to somehow clear your mind, man. We will be fine, big dog. This is more of a political bullshit than virus. Yes, the virus is bad, but it's covering up what's really going on. Hey, man, Andy, I'm right with you there, bro. I feel you, man. It's you know, but you know, like you said, man, what is the underlining game plan? You know, crazy times, brother. Herc, I work for a beer distributor filling shelves for beer at box retailers, and my company can't provide me with a mask. What should I do? What should I say? Well, man, you know, that's a choice you got to make, man, as far as, you know, getting paid and taking care of your family. I haven't been wearing a mask. You know what I mean? You know, they're trying to make people out here wear masks or they're going to fine you. So when you talking about like through force, but, you know, dude, it's who are you to tell me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not messing with you. Do your thing. But like I said, everybody has to make a choice that's best for them. We know that this is something going around. We know that people are sick. We know that people are dying. But make a conscious choice. Be healthy. And, you know, I'm not going to tell you guys what you should and shouldn't do. That's something you got to do on your own, man. use a bandana or a scarf, man. They got people using all kind of stuff, man. And you guys, I don't know if you realize, but Bill Gates is a Rothschild, man. He's tied into the whole thing. So you guys, it's a big picture out there, man. World Health Organization, a lot of things tied in together, and it's pretty sad, bro. But just do your homework. It's right there in front of our faces. You think the NFL will be canceled as well? I don't know how it'll be regular season on schedules. NFL, bro, look, you got NFL, you got the F1, you got soccer across the world, football across the world. You got the Olympics has been canceled, until next year. You got a lot of stuff, man. I mean, you don't even have international travel right now. So I don't know how you're gonna participate. A lot of things are gonna even, be able to interact. So let's see how they roll it out, man. Do you think it is real and everybody signed a peace agreement already? Nah. There's some shit going on behind closed doors. There's some things that are transpiring. I mean, dude, they say right, they don't even want you to gather for Easter. They got people they got a hotline, and they got people trying to tell on each other, man. People are telling on each other if there's more than 5 people. I mean, what kind of bullshit is that? I had a friend of mine almost get into it with a lady because she was sweating him about his child eating French fries in public. Who is she to tell him how his daughter can eat a damn French fries, man? You know what I mean? Somebody said David Icke is a sham and fraud. Hey, everybody's got their own opinion, brother. That's what makes life great. We don't all have to agree on anything. Big Ace, thanks for the donation. Oh, okay. You used to twerk and exercise for money. That's great. Thank you for the donation now. Yeah, this corona stuff is a big political thing. Definitely was created by humans. Unfortunately, the Chinese government and more governments are governments who knows. Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. There's like 9 states, I think, that aren't on lockdown. I think the Dakotas, I think Wyoming, I think there's some other states, I'm not sure, that aren't even, they're not participating in this. They're not being affected. New York, I know, has been hit heavily. It's kind of, funny how that's, they said is the epicenter. So New York has been really hit from what I understand. I haven't been there. I don't really know anybody there in particular. People are saying that that's like, I guess where the most cases have been diagnosed. California's had quite a few, and then Washington, but the Midwest doesn't seem hit us hard, And they said I was reading something. They said Nigeria just cured its last case. They say that there's no case, nobody has died in Nigeria of corona. And they haven't used any vaccines, but they've been able to cure, I believe, 19 people. So pretty interesting stuff, man. Somebody said looting started in Brooklyn tonight. Wow, man. That's sad, man. Oh, it's pretty sad. Herc, can you give us a little insight on your other car side project? Well, I was on schedule to have the Chevelle done probably next month. I'm not sure now. I got the motor. I'm redoing the motor, stroking it out. New transmission, new fuel tank. Cleaning up the engine bay. It's gonna be box frame. It's gonna be a monster. So, I'm still trucking along on that, trying to get that done. Porsche wide body's coming together real nice. Go on Big Herc 916 Instagram, and I have some pictures of the Porsche. And the Cougar right now is just, the shop is not really moving right now, so it's kind of just on hiatus. Is it true banks going to lend our money to smaller businesses? I don't know, man. I mean, you guys, if you're not aware, you should contact a lot of your your lenders, your credit card companies, and see if you can get a moratorium on your payments so that you're not stressed out. There was an application online for small businesses and corporations that you can get a small loan. They were offering a $10,000 small business loan. It's pretty sad, man, when you look at, like, they're going to give peanuts to the guys at the bottom, but they pumped $1 trillion into Wall Street, and that pretty much went to the 1%. So do the math, man. 1% split up $1 trillion. And here we are, dealing with toilet paper and, just really mundane issues, man. And, but you guys got to try to, do your homework, man. Make the best of it, man. They said the oil industry out here in West Texas is taking a massive hit with the price war in Russia, and one traveling because of this virus. Yeah, the oil, man. You had the Saudis and Russia going back and forth. The Saudis have dropped oil down to $10 a barrel, and gas is cheaper, but a gallon of milk, man, in some places is $6. So on one end, they look like they're doing you a favor by dropping the gas price, but on the other end, the price of produce is going up. So somebody said, forget about cars. Well, somebody wants to talk about something else besides all this doom and gloom, man. So I'm just trying to provide a little outside entertainment, man. So, hey, man, be courteous. We don't have, we can still talk about other things. What do you think about people complaining about being in quarantine? I mean, I feel it's just, man. I mean, you're free, man. You guys nobody deserves to be treated like they're, like they're less than sovereign. You know what I mean? I mean, to have somebody dictate to you and change your life and you haven't did anything wrong, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I know measures need to be taken, and I respect what, to try to basically isolate this. Things need to be done, but I say, isolate the older people, the people who are at risk. Some people, we needed to take its course so that we can get back to normal. The faster this thing runs through its course, then we can get back to doing the daily things we love to do. So you guys, things happen, man. The earth cleanses itself, humanity cleanses itself, and we know that this is something beyond that, but we got to deal with it anyways. Mr. Anderson, man, hey, man, thank you for the donation, bro. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, for your information, stress and fear will inhibit your immune system from fighting any illness. Stay positive, stay healthy. That's right, man. Stay positive, stay healthy. That's why, sometimes I try to talk about other stuff, because don't nobody want to talk about this all day long, man. The news is all they do, man, is put out low frequencies, negative frequencies, man. There's nothing happy going on. You know what I mean? There's nothing happy, man. We want to make it through this. We got to think happy thoughts, man. We got to stay positive, you guys. So sometimes it's all right to talk about something else, but, I know we see what's going on in our face, man. We know that. Carlito X, thanks for the donation, man. Herc, what's your favorite corn or flour tortillas? Oh, man, I cut them out. Man. I started, instead of eating tortillas, I used to make those low-carb tortilla burritos. What I started doing is cutting up a little bit of celery, carrots, and then I use spinach, and I mix that up, man, and I kind of use that in place of tortillas. Would you consider picking up another language? Of course, man. Hablo español poquito, but necesito estudio mucho. So I took it a long time ago, but I need to brush up on it, man. My Spanish ain't the greatest, but I'm definitely gonna I have a couple things I want to knock out, man, but I definitely want to take up another language or two. Gagino, thank you for the Gagino. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Thank you for the donation, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Best of luck from Slovakia. Hey, man, shout out to you out there, man, and everybody out there in Slovakia, man. I hope you guys are dealing with this lockdown situation, man. Like I said, man, everybody just stay positive, man. Think of things that you can do while you're in a situation like this, so when you come out, you could be more productive. Don't sleep in till 1, 2 o'clock in the evening, in the afternoon, and get lazy, man. Still get up and do stuff. Create a schedule. I used to always say when I was in prison, I acted like if I had if I got my opportunity to be free, I could get right back into society and be productive. And that's how you got to look at it. You don't want to get to the point where you're so out of whack that when things start getting back to normal, you feel like you don't have your groove. So, keep doing things, man, that allow you to kind of have some type of routine so that you guys don't really just fall out of whack, man. I be ripping them. Thanks for the donation. Somebody said, Herc, did you see about what happened in Little Rock Sunday about the Corona parade that happened in the city? It went viral and it hit national news. I didn't hear about that. They had a Corona parade, huh? Wow. Somebody said BOP just spent $60,000 on the hydroxychloroquine. Wonder if that's for staff or inmates. Interesting, man. They say what is a hydroxychloroquine and also azithromycin are the two things that work well together to help heal people. They said that instantly relieves a lot of the respiratory issues. So, hey, you guys, I know right now that's, those are on high demand. And, if you can get your hands on some, keep them, keep that stuff for, safe measures, man. But swift recovery for everybody dealing with the corona, man. And if you lost a family member, man, I send my condolences. RE Clips, thanks for the donation, man. Fusion X916. Would you do an interview with a punk for the show? Serious question. What would we interview the punk about? I mean, doing time. We interview people that are that are doing their thing. But I mean, I haven't had any request or any urges to interview somebody who was a punk in prison. I don't really even like to push that narrative. If a person's if that's their sexuality, then that's their choice. But I don't like to push that, man, and promote that. I don't want kids, being and that's not what I'm trying to, like, the image we're trying to promote as far as to entertain people. We're not. There's a lot of other channels that like to do that talk about guys and stuff that happened. We're about everybody that we've interviewed has been able to change your life and put together a positive image, and that's what we're about. We're about showing that it's not the Hollywood typecast. So that's what makes fresh out, man. Somebody says, I believe strong men need to stand up and look out for women, children, and those who cannot defend themselves. We must ask questions. We must demand transparency, and we must defend our rights. I agree, man. I mean, you can't stand by and watch somebody get kicked in the dirt, because eventually you stand by long enough, you'll be the one being kicked too. So, at some point, people have got to, you guys, the numbers are you guys. You guys are the power. If it wasn't for you guys, there'd be no Instagram, there'd be no YouTube, there'd be no Facebook. If nobody logged on their phone, all these companies would go bankrupt. You guys have all the power. I'm just here in your company, man. You guys can, you don't realize the power is in the people. The people are the ones who watch Netflix, who watch Hulu. You guys watch all that stuff, man. I mean, if it wasn't for you, there would be no Hulu. There would be no, streaming TV. You guys run that. So as a mass, you guys need to, figure out what it is you want and make it happen. It's these people aren't your daddy, man. That's the cold thing about it, man. I used to say that in jail. You're not my daddy, man. I don't even know my dad. So why am I going to listen to you like my daddy? You're not my damn daddy, man. So let it be known, man. You guys, speak up for yourselves, man. And like I said, don't let this crush your dreams and hopes, man. Stay positive. If you got a child out there, man, love your child. Spend time with them. Do some things to clear your mind. But don't let this break you down, man. Who else we got right here? Somebody said, how do you feel about revenge, getting back on guys that hurt you? I mean, I don't really have anybody I want revenge on, man. There's a couple mechanics out there. I feel that they need their wig split. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. But, in all due time, they'll get theirs, man, as far as through somebody else or something's going to come back on them, man. But I don't really focus my energy on that anymore. I try to focus it on more of a positive direction. Focusing my energy on just really, it gives me a headache, man, when I think about when people try to get over like that. It just really gives me a headache. It gives me a headache when I think about how people lie and then think you are stupid enough to believe a lie. You know what I mean? It's like you think, they think, you're stupid. Like you're not capable of reading the same thing that they're reading to see that, they're lying, So that's the thing, man. You guys got a lot more going for you than you think, man. Any suggestions for losing the last 10, 15 pounds of stubborn fat? Up my cardio, reduce carbs, but it's hard. That last 10, 15 pounds, man, I would say increase your water intake because maybe your body's not hydrated enough, so therefore it's holding on to that last little bit of weight to try to stay hydrated. Up in the cardio is good. A lot of times, if you're dropping your calories, your carbs, your body might think it's being starved. So that might actually be doing you more harm. If you're already at like 1,500 calories, 1,800 calories, you might actually be at your limit. So therefore, you don't need to drop your calories, just maybe the cardio aspect and actually maybe increasing your protein. That way your body will trick itself into thinking it's getting more calories, but it won't be storing those calories. Yeah, somebody said your body probably has adjusted to your low calories because you're way less, even more caloric deficit. Yeah, I would agree. And I don't know what you weigh, so it's hard for me to determine what that last little bit of weight. I wanted to give you guys a heads up and a shout out to Wifey, man. Wifey's been really riding with me, man, and we used to go back and forth. And I've been working out for 30-something years, man, and I try not to, really put that type of pressure on her. But she took it upon herself, man, and she's been doing her thing. Hey, man, round of applause to Wifey. She's lost 32 pounds, man, in roughly 7.5 weeks. So Wifey's been putting in work. 32 pounds. She's going to hit 40 pounds before this is all over with, man. Maybe more. So Wifey's dropped a couple sizes. She's doing great. She's got her eating down. She's got her schedule. So, hey, man, Big Herc 916 wife on Instagram, man. Check her out. She's doing her thing. Wifey, I'm proud of you. You're doing your thing out there. She's the inspiration if you guys are trying to lose weight. Let's get into the shout-outs, you guys. Yeah, it is crazy how habits spread to partners, man. You got to support you guys got to work as a team out there. If you got a girlfriend, boyfriend, a husband, wife, you guys should work as a team. Right now is the perfect time for you guys to work on any differences you have to, create dialogue, discussion, man. But, this is a time that you guys come together rather than, push each other away, man. It's really, your partner should be lifting you up. If a person can't compliment you, or they can't, they don't believe in your dreams, then they're not your partner, man. Just a heads up. So shout out to Sinaloa. Shout out to everybody in Sacktown, North Highlands, man, my hometown where I'm originally from. Shout out to Jersey, 908. Shout out to Queens, 718. Shout out to San Jose, Antarctica. Shout out to Oceanport, New Jersey, 803. Alex Starvo, man, thank you for the donation. Big Herc, how do we solve the wealth gap? Oh, man, the wealth gap is a cold gap, bro. You know what? This might sound way out, man, but to be honest with you, in a time like this, I mean, how many people have been going to church for years and putting money into the donations? I think the churches should, depending on how many people are in their congregation, divvy up $10,000 to every person in their congregation, or $20,000. These churches don't pay taxes. They don't, they're 501c, so they got plenty of money to give back. Donations should go back to the people right now. Everybody who goes to church, who puts money in the offering, should get a kickback. Let that be a jump start. Now, put this in a perspective. Michael Bloomberg ran for president and spent $350-something million to not even get selected as one of the running candidates for the Democratic Party, or whatever party. I think I can't remember what, Republican, Democrat. Anyways, he could have gave everybody in America $1 million. Imagine if everybody got $1 million to start with. Some people would trick it off. Other people would, go out and do stupid stuff. But a lot of people would be able to come up. $1 million. All these billionaires and people donate money to the corona situation. Man, look, put your money together and distribute 100,000, 200,000 to each person that is, an American citizen paying taxes. And man, we will change the game. Oh, R.E. Cliffs, man. Thanks, man. That's a big donation, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I went from being locked down for a human body disposal case to art directing for Gucci Man, Lil Wayne, and Bad Bunny. If love to do an interview. Hey, man, we love to do an interview too, man. Hit us up at freshoutseries.com, and we can line that thing up. Right now, man, we don't even have nowhere to film, bro, because of all this, bullshit going on. But anyways, soon as this clears up, bro, let's link up. Freshoutseries.com, man. Shoot us a message. And, man, I'll holler at you, bro. We put it together, man. Shout out to you, man. Hey, man, that's big ups right there, brother. Chainsaw Law, man. What up, man? First few things you want to do post-lockdown, Herc. Oh, man. Post-lockdown, bro. I'm editing a book right now. I want to publish my book, man. I want to get it out there, and I want to share it with all the young people, all the people who have challenges in their life, people who have dealt with just growing up, man, with hardship and just emotional things, man. I want to be able to share my life experience, man. So I really want to get that book done. Shout out to Sean Gumby, man. Plan on doing some public speaking, hitting up the East Coast, really getting out here, putting the word out, man, inspiring people with real stuff, man. I'm not talking about con man, fast talk game. I'm talking about life moving stuff, man, so that people have hope. And that's my thing, man, is getting out. I want to do more public speaking and really start interacting more with the fans, man. Shout out to Monterey Bay. Hey, man, I don't know if Car Week's going down this year, but if it does, I'll be there. Yes, I would love to interview a district attorney, man. We would love to interview a district attorney. Hit us up at freshoutseries.com, man. Shout out to Montana. Shout out to, who else we got here? Shout out to everybody in the military, all the people, the first responders, people out there, man, nurses, doctors who are dealing with this, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. I mean, you guys are, really doing your thing out there. Man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. How does this social lockdown compare to prison lockdown? Man, that's a great question. This social lockdown, bro, it gives me a headache. It's just, dude, it's really, man, disturbing, bro, to think that, I see what's going on, and I remember, when I used to see, like, when they used to lock it down, and then after a lockdown, the warden tried to come around and be real nice to everybody, and you're looking at this guy, man, after they done took all everything from you. You're already, you got to strip down, you got to get naked. They look in your butthole, they feed you spoiled food, and then this guy wants you to like him. How can you like somebody that treats you like that, man? You know what I mean? It's like what we're dealing with now. How can you like somebody that takes away everything you worked hard for? How can you like that, man? Shout out to LA, man. Shout out to Jersey, Connecticut, man. Shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to Kazakhstan. Shout out to S31 Suffolk County, Long Island, New York, man. Shout out to North Carolina, Camp Lejeune. Dang, Carter, who is this dude? Who's this dude? This dude's a jackass. I'm not even gonna pay him no mind. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to NYC, man. Hey, shout out to everybody who tuned in. Washington, D.C., Antioch, Melbourne, Australia, Poland, 805-916. Hey, you know what, man? And like I said, everybody's got to make their own choices in life, man. We're not trying to tell you what to do with your choices, but, the thing is, we are all entitled to our own opinion. Shout out to Dallas, Denver, Vegas, Old Bridge, New Jersey, Coachella, everybody who's been able to tune in, and we appreciate you guys, man. Holla back next week, man. Oregon, Eugene, Westchester County, 901. Hey, man, thanks for everybody's input. Stay positive and love your family, man. Big Herc getting down fresh out. Shout out to Georgia and Memphis, too.